Hello friends, this is TechLanders and I'm back with an amazing video. If you haven't subscribed us yet, hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon to get notification for the upcoming videos, press the like button also to give us motivation for making new videos ahead. So the topic of today's video is creating partitions. Now first of all, let us understand what a partition is. A partition is a part of a storage. So we all know that we have a storage device everywhere in electronic devices like laptops, PCs, mobile phones, etc. etc. So we cannot use the complete storage for a particular thing. Like for example, some part is used for the system files itself, some is used for the music files, some is used for the bootloader, some is used for the data files that the user stores. So this is the reason why partitions are created, and sometimes we have to create partition as per our needs. Whenever you want to add an OS into a storage device, so you need to create partitions. So in today's video, I'll be teaching you how to create a single partition in a single storage device, as well as multiple partitions in a single storage device. So first of all, let us take an example. Like I have a PC in which I have one SSD. So this SSD has multiple partitions, but the two partitions that are used for storing data are this C and D drive. So this is how partitions are shown up here. One is C drive, which contains the Windows and some other files, some important files, whereas the D drive is the one which is completely for the data files. So I'll be teaching you how to create partitions on this E drive, which is a pen drive, and it acts similarly to the storage devices. So let's get started. First of all, I have a single partition here, but in case if due to some reason the partition is corrupt on your storage device, so I'll teach you how to create a partition first. First, I'll be teaching you how to create a single partition on a storage device. So this is the storage device, which is the pen drive, and this one is the storage device of the laptop itself. So I'll be making modifications on the pen drive only. So first of all, we can see that it consists of one partition, which is of 29.72 GB. So just for example, first of all, we'll be deleting this volume. After deleting this partition, the complete 29.72 GB is now unallocated, means there's no partition on this pen drive. So you will have that storage space 29.72 GB, but you cannot store anything on that device. For that, we need partitions. So first we'll see how to create a single partition. So what we have to do is we have to come to disk management, and you have to select the storage that you want to modify, and then click on anywhere here in this bar. You have to right click here and click on new simple volume. Then you have to click next. Then if you want to create a single partition, you have to keep these values unchanged and click on next. Then you, if you want to assign a letter, specific letter, then you can do, or else it will automatically assign a random value to it. So the value is F, and click on next. Then we have options, but I prefer to format the volume whenever you're creating a partition. If you're creating a complete partition of a partition on the complete storage, then you need to format. It is a good practice. Then in my case, I'm using a pen drive. So the actual file system of pen drives are usually FAT32. So I'll keep it that way. If you are doing this task on the hard drive of the laptop or PC, then you need to click on NTFS, as Windows uses NTFS file system. So since I'm using a pen drive, I'm using FAT32. If you're modifying the hard drive of a laptop or PC, then you need to click on NTFS. Then you can type in any name that you want. For example, I'll keep Epic as a name, and it will also perform a quick format. Then I'll click on next. So now here we can see that this pen drive is now having a single partition, and that partition is named Epic. Its symbol is F, and the size, it is using the complete size of the pen drive, 29.72 GB, and it is in FAT32 format. So this was creating a single partition on a single storage device. Now we'll be doing multiple partitions on single storage device. So once again I delete this volume so that the space is now unallocated. Now what you have to do is you have to again create a new simple volume. Click on next. When you're creating multiple partition, so here's the main thing. What you have to do is you have to assign the size that you want to make partition of. So if for example I want to make a partition of 20 GB, so approximately I'll type in the value 20,000. It's approx value of 20 GB. So the partition that we'll get will be of 20 GB. Then I'll click on next. If you can change this value according to your needs. If you want a smaller partition of 4 GB, 5 GB, 10 GB, you can do as per your needs. Then I'll click on next, as I'll assign the letter, and then click on next. According to your needs, you can select this file system and then click on next. So now let us see what happens here. So see, what happened here is now in this pen drive, the this part is a partition, new volume is a partition, and this part is left unallocated. So what is the catch here is that the new volume is one partition, and now the unallocated part will be used for the second partition. So let us create another partition, new simple volume. As I'll be creating only two partitions, so I'll now allocate rest of the place for the second partition. So now I want to take the complete space for the second partition, so I'll keep this value unchanged and then click on next. I will again ask for a letter and then select the file system, etc., and click on next. So now you can see that this is a single storage device, and now we have created two different partitions on it. One is labeled as E, and the another is labeled as F. So whenever you have multiple partitions, those partitions will be shown differently. Like E partition is shown differently and F is another partition. But the storage device is same. So now you can store any of the files or any of your data on multiple partitions within the single storage device. One major advantage of keeping multiple partitions is that if in some case your data gets corrupted, so the files in only one partition will get affected, and the another partition will stay unaffected, and all the files in the other partition will be safe. So that was it from my side. I hope that you learned something from this video. If you like this video, hit the like button. Thank you. Jai Hind.